Karna the tragic hero. I am Karna. History remembers me as a warrior. Some remember me as a king. Many remember me as the enemy of Arjuna. But before all of that, I was a child abandoned by fate. I was born to Princess Kunti through a divine blessing from the sun god. From the moment I entered this world, I carried gifts no mortal child possessed. Golden armor covered my body. Divine kundalas shone from my ears. I was born destined for greatness. Yet destiny had other plans. My mother feared what the world would say. Fear overcame love. Before I could even know her face, I was placed inside a basket and set adrift upon a river. As the waters carried me away, my first lesson in life was taught. I had entered this world alone. But fate was not entirely cruel. A humble charioteer named Adiratha found me. His wife Radha embraced me as her own son. They gave me a home. They gave me a name. They gave me love. To the world, I was the son of a charioteer. To them, I was simply their child. As I grew older, I discovered a fire within me. I dreamed not of comfort, but of greatness. Every day I trained. Every sunrise witnessed my arrows flying through the air. Every sunset saw me practicing long after others had stopped. I had no teacher, no royal privilege, no special treatment, only determination. But talent alone was never enough. Whenever I stepped forward, people asked the same question. Not who I was, not what I could do, but who my father was. The world judged me by my birth before it judged me by my abilities. The doors of honor remained closed, not because I lacked skill, but because I lacked status. Refusing to surrender my dream, I sought the greatest teacher alive, Parashurama, the legendary master of warriors. I became his disciple and devoted myself completely to learning. Under his guidance, my skills reached heights I had never imagined. For the first time, it felt as though destiny was finally smiling upon me. Then came the day that changed everything. While my guru slept with his head upon my lap, a deadly insect burrowed deep into my flesh. The pain was unbearable. Blood flowed down my leg. Yet I did not move. I would not disturb my teacher's rest, not even for my own suffering. When Parashurama awoke, he saw the wound. No ordinary man could endure such pain. He realized I had hidden my true origins from him. Believing himself deceived, he cursed me. He declared that when I needed my knowledge most, it would fail me. In a single moment, my greatest achievement became my greatest tragedy. Years later, I entered a grand tournament where warriors displayed their skills. There, I challenged Arjuna, the warrior everyone praised as unmatched. I stood before him as an equal, or so I believed. The crowd did not ask about my skill. They asked about my birth. Again, the same humiliation, the same rejection, the same judgment. Before thousands of people, I was mocked and insulted. Not for weakness, but for where I came from. Then one man stood beside me, Duryodhana. While others saw a charioteer's son, he saw a warrior. While others saw status, he saw ability. He crowned me king of Anga before the entire kingdom. In that moment, he gave me something no one else ever had: respect. And from that day forward, he earned my loyalty forever. Years passed, and our friendship grew stronger. The world called him ambitious. Some called him cruel. But when the world turned its back on me, he extended his hand. I never forgot that, and I never would. One day, a Brahmin came seeking charity. He asked for the impossible: my divine armor, my sacred kundalas, the very gifts I had been born with, the protection that made me invincible. I knew the request would cost me dearly. Yet I gave them willingly. Because a gift means nothing if it is given only when convenient. As war approached, Krishna himself came to meet me. He revealed a truth that shattered everything I believed. I was not the son of a charioteer. I was Kunti's firstborn, the eldest of the Pandavas, the brother of the very men I was preparing to fight. Krishna offered me a kingdom, a throne, honor, everything I had desired my entire life. All I had to do was change sides. But loyalty cannot be bought. Not with power, not with glory, not even with a kingdom. I refused. Soon after, my mother came to see me. For the first time, I learned why I had been abandoned. For the first time, I stood face to face with the woman who gave me life. She begged me to join my brothers. She begged me to return. But some choices come too late. I could not betray the friend who stood beside me when no one else would. And so, I walked away. Not because it was easy, but because it was right. Then came Kurukshetra, the greatest war our world had ever seen. The earth trembled beneath marching armies. Conches echoed across the horizon, and destiny waited upon the battlefield. At last, the moment arrived. Arjuna and I stood face to face. Years of rivalry, years of struggle, years of fate, all leading to a single duel. The battle the world would remember forever. We fought with everything we possessed. Arrow met arrow. Skill met skill. Warrior met warrior. For a moment, destiny itself seemed uncertain. Then fate remembered my name. My chariot wheel sank into the earth. The curse of my past had returned. No matter how hard I struggled, the wheel would not move. I stood, trapped between destiny and death. I did not beg. I did not run. I stood as a warrior until the end. The fatal arrow came, and my journey ended. But even as death approached, I remained true to myself. A man who gave when asked. A man who honored his word. A man who never abandoned those who believed in him. Though my body fell upon the battlefield of Kurukshetra, my story did not end there. For as long as people speak of honor, sacrifice, generosity, and loyalty, they will remember my name. I am Karna, and this is my story.